folks, welcome back to another episode of Our Journey, and we're just jumping in here. I just figured I'd start somewhere, so we are starting with Adventure. Hello, Adventure! Hello, hello! And who is running a Battle Mage, a Wisp Mother Merrick Battle Mage. I wonder if this is... This looks like it is the Merrick, the Wisp Mother Relentless combo, but he's not... Okay. I think he may just trying to close this thing out. Nice to see Orc Patrol. Nice to see it getting some use. A lot of times, hard thing is with Red, they're not as cheap necessarily as Willpower. So getting him to trigger is a little hard. I think does it have to be 3? 2 other. Okay, so it's not too bad. That's pretty much what the 8 Protect Us, that guy does. But in Willpower, you got a lot more low cost. So good to see him getting some play and getting some use. I actually have him in my Dagot deck that I'm trying to make work. It's been a mess. But yeah, so it looked like it possibly could have been a Wisp Mother Relentless Raider OTK, but with what we saw Alex Novik playing, well, I don't know. No, I mean, you just kind of get the feeling this is it's going to have a workshop in there somewhere. And Alex, my pardons if you're not running it. I know some people get a little, I wouldn't say offended, but get a bit perturbed. Nice. Less nice. Not too bad. Worst draw ever. Merrick's like, I'm going to give all my good stuff to you guys, and I'll take the crappy Maple Shield. Alright, going to get a nice Rune Break here. Knocks him down to 11. And has to hope that there is not a workshop automaton coming. And like I said, unless Alex isn't running them at all, he's running a noble, non-spammy build. Got the nice... Man, like, this is the only thing that's stopping me from crafting premium. Because I think that art is better. And it's already premium. But I don't know when I'm going to be able to get it, so I'm kind of bummed there. But what's more important here is that Adventure has... This could be it. 7, 8, 9.
Do my bidding.
No, he's going to bring up more guards. I mean, it's a great combo, but boy, is it annoying. It's like there is never a... Oh, but that might... let's see. So 3 takes care of that. That's 7... Oh, wait. Nice. I think that's going to work out well with Stormcloak, maybe? Still not going to quite get him there, but... Okay. Planning ahead. Planning ahead. I was trying to think of a way he could get it done with Raiding Party, maybe. I mean, next turn he can, because he'll have 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, I think he's got. I think he has game in hand right now, barring.
As powerful as you believe.
No, that's all right. That's all right. Oh no, that is not okay, Marak. That is not okay. But fortunately, there's no fortunately in this situation. That's just some crap, which rhymes with Marak. Rune. Oh, and it might. Yeah, he should have it anyway. There. That's 6. Ooh, is he gonna be just short? Hang on, gotta do math. 6, 7. 8, 9. I think he's got it. Because he can do Raiding Party and Stormcloak. Good game, Adventure. Good game.
Let's do this. Let's do this.
Lots of...
The Nords must take back
Oh! Party Foul Adventure. That's the non-premium. You got a premium version sitting right there and you bring it... Okie dokie. We are getting in at the ground level at the very start of Beast of Burden 86's The Lich. His push from the Lady rank 4. Trying to get to rank 3, no doubt. That's what I would be doing, where I ranked 4. And up against Goldorak FR. So I guess FR is a clan. Interesting. And it looks like it could be, obviously it's not a attribute mirror match, but it looks like in spirit it could be a mirror match. Both going aggro. Beast has Old Salty's Assault, so unless Goldarak... That sounds like, what is it, Goldar. Goldar or Goltar? And the Golden Lance? It's like an 80s cartoon. Makes me think of that. It's Goldarak! What are we going to do? I don't know. I have to move fast. Probably a little mud crab merchant gonna come out and peddle his wares here. Ooh. Unless he's got a way to unshackle it. Okay, okay. I guess he is counting on his opponent. Either he's counting on his own silence, which he doesn't. Well, actually, there is Corpse Curse and Earthbone Spitter, so he has some options to silence. So does his opponent. Maybe that's what he was thinking. It's either that, or you have to hope your opponent doesn't play a actual card, or doesn't play a creature, plays just an action or something. So chances are kind of slim that Imperial Deathlord is going to get anything. I mean, Giant Chicken, say what you will, and it's more expensive. I think maybe that's what Beast of Burden is thinking. You know, he's like, I hope to have this thing closed out by turn 7. But Goldarak says, no, I have word walls aplenty. Read my words. You shall not pass.
I will push them back.
Alright. While at the same time pushing damage. As things stand now, Beast of Burden's not going to be able to break through. Well, if he played Raiding Party, he could at least clear off this little guy here, this goofy-looking Ornery Kagugauti. Really? Is that what it is? Kagauti. Huh. Sounds kind of like it has an Asian influence there.
Time to fight.
There we go. Tear down that wall! Okay.
Time to fight.
He said, I'm going to push for 1 damage, darn it. Obviously, we know with Sentinel Reclaimer, he can make that Nord Firebrand much more formidable. Goldarak continuing to push, but starting to run... Oh! That's a big deal. I mean, it's a second Rune Prophecy, so not the greatest. And not necessarily the greatest target, but, you know, don't look a Gift Horse in the mouth, or a Gift Bolt in this case.
Well, let's see if we can find something useful.
I think that Steel Sword is going to be very useful. I would not have expected it on the card that has already swung. But useful moving forward. Into the future. Oh no, Goldarak, why?
A masterful move.
Yep, no, that's worthy of the taunt there. I mean, granted, it's not being, in theory, it's not being used to spam off of the Fact Totem. It's still a hyper ridiculously overvalued card that really, if there was justice in the world, it would be nerfed. Not into Oblivion. You never want a card to be nerfed into Oblivion. You just want it to be nerfed into a place where it's not a game breaker most of the time. So she picks up her little dagger, says poke. Nord Firebrand, not time to fight, it's time to read. The more you know.
Careful, friend.
Ward up to 5-1. Although, to be fair, the kind of removal that Goldarak would probably have is going to be a Javelin. Is that the whole lane? It is the whole lane. I guess that's what happens when you have 3 word balls in hand. Ooh, causes an overdraw on a Prophecy. Not the worst thing in the world. He's probably going to be able to close this out. He can whip out Old Salty if he wants. Old Salty and Wardcrafter, maybe? Although he may not have to worry about pushing through that.
Behold,
2/4
my
guard,
magnificent monster.
Want to see a breakthrough? Okay, Drain's actually pretty good too. That puts his opponent on the clock. Ward also great. Probably was hoping for charge there. Would have been nice, but... Oh! Fourth Rune Prophecy.
Speak, citizen.
Oh, talk about pressure now. Now... I mean, there's really no way to finish it.
Talking mud crab merchant.
Blood Sacrament, that'll help.
Mouthpaw.
That will help.
Let's do this.
Interesting, interesting. So Goldorak will drain for 3. Is probably going to go with the 3/3, the Reclaimer. Not looking for value, they're looking to remove stuff from the board. Alright, buffs it up. He's going to drain for 5, so...
Eater.
And is going for the little more greedy play there. A bit surprising. I mean, that's really assuming that your opponent doesn't have... I mean, he knows there's 6... Well, let's see. Well, in theory, 4, 7, 8. So you're just believing that your opponent doesn't have 6... Oh no, is he going to clear out the entire left lane? Chooses to clear out that lane. Okay, because he wanted to get rid of the drain, I guess. Alright, so he's turned the corner and he's looking to make the push. The douche is going to be crucial here. It takes away the... I mean, I think the workshop has done what it's in this deck to do, which is make those word walls asinine. But... let's see. What is he going to choose to do here?
Let's do
Okay,
this.
okay. Hit for 6. That Blood Sacrament is going to be huge. Huge here. Going to give him life and get the opponent down. Get Goldorak on his heels. But I definitely think the douche has got to be part of the plan. Getting rid of that workshop. Lots of juicy targets there, but chooses that instead. And I'm guessing 2 ward crab. Well, no, because you want to play that Blood Sacrament. There you go. Goodbye that crab. No prophecy. Doesn't really have any reach to finish it off in the field lane at the moment. Very, very wise to do that life gain now, because you just never know how much reach. I mean, red, that's... Okay.
As long as I draw breath.
And... would have done it were it not for that, but still going to be one off.
I am ready to join the circle.
Today,
And...
you meet your end.
there it is! Well done, Beast of Burden. That is the crucial top deck right there.
Well,
Wow.
let's see if we can find something
Wow.
useful.
I mean, that was it. I mean, barring GG from Old Salty into Merchant, that's the one out. Nice. Tuning in to Toddbringer123. Remember him from the last video. We got to see a little bit of what he's been preparing there, but it looks like he's playing a completely different deck this time. A mono red. A daring feat.
This one is destined for greatness.
And we'll see how it pans out. And see if he's going to address that little nuisance. I'm guessing Protector of the Innocent is going to try to protect his face so that the Descendant does not...
We'll see how they like someone who fights back.
Does not hit. Although, if his luck is like anything like mine, there will be a lane change. Or one of those many ways to get her out of that lane and allow her to still hit face. Doesn't look like it, though. Usually that's a card that gets played right about now. Alduin or Parthenax? Or something fresh? Are we going to see something fresh? Is Lapiro actually going to do something a little bit different? Hey, okay, there we go. Thank you, Lapiro. You've rekindled my faith in diverse thinking. Alright, so I think I want to get that one of the Orc Clan captains down to enable Bankurai next turn.
We stand united.
And hopefully it does not get focused down, because really that is, well, I don't know, having a rally target on board is a good draw. Like if Lapiro is going to try to take something out, it might be that rally. Does not have an answer for it, so Bankurai is going to come down all big and beefy at a 6'4", I believe, 6'5".
Orcs at the ready.
No. Okay.
I am sworn to protect you.
Ooh, Lydia. That's a tough one. She will fall
Close
to...
ranks, let nothing through.
Oh no. Actually, just told me I missed Unite.
Is someone out there?
Yes, someone's out there. I think he's just running for prophecies. Interesting.
I'll lead my family to glory.
I'll find you the finest recruits in Syria.
Get back, I say.
Alright. Alrighty, finally the Bankurai gets some love, and it is a 6'5". It's been a while since I've ever been able to play him. I thought he came down as a 6'4", but no, he is a beefy 6'5". More than likely the focus of a guard or a bit of hard removal. But if he does stick, well, actually it doesn't matter. Greystone into Rankarai Butcher for next turn.
We'll find
Oh no! All the dirty tricks. He's not going to be able to close it out early enough to prevent that from... And boy, oh boy. Oh boy. I mean, that's great. He can put Bankurai and Mighty Ally down in this. Okay, he's saying, you know what? I'm not worried about your kitty. Problem is, Swift Strike. I have a bad feeling, which wouldn't make a difference if he played anything over there or not, but I have a feeling it's going to be Swift Strike or what's that one? Monk Strike? Some kind of strike. There's some kind of, whether it's a monk or a swift. I do not think he is just going to drain for 4 this turn. I would be very surprised if that's all he's got up his sleeve. But he didn't play. He didn't bury Alduin, so maybe he's playing something a little bit different. We will see. If he can't heal for more than 4 this game, well, it's not over yet. Because if he's not healing for 4, chances are he's doing something about at least the 6-3 over here. And there we go. Let's see what the Wabbajack does.
For the reach, let us stand together.
I said it. I said he was not going to just hit for 4. There's just no way that's going to happen. And I think he's going to try... He's going to try... he has to do it on one of those. Okay, doesn't hurt him as much as he probably would have liked. That is still lethal. So even if he didn't have Shield Breaker. And Stormcloak Vanguard.
They will perish in flame.
Interesting. Interesting. Okay, maybe a little nervous, but I mean, he pretty much had it any which way. Maybe a little nervous there, though. Good game. Adventure one more time on his Battle Mage. Up against, and this is a new one. I can't remember who it was that called it. The one game we were playing, I guess he saw more than I did. When I see Monk, I'm used to thinking support or what's that other, support or movement. But when you see this little kitty here, the one with the pilfer, it seems to be an indication that it is Unrelenting Siege and Ultimate Heist. I think it might have been Dano that called that. Somebody called it, and I was like, no, really? Is that a thing? It's a thing. And surprisingly, at this point, Bob Slage. Very nice there. I feel like it's going to get a javelin, but hopefully it will stick and wreak havoc in the lane.
Give no quarter.
This one can be counted upon. Nothing will stop Khajiit.
So, just to a little context here, I'm actually, I don't even know that I'm going to seriously push for rank 4 at this point. To give you an idea of how my games have been going, over 25 games played since the start of the season, still at the bottom of the snake. So that's 1 point.
If it wasn't valuable, they wouldn't lock it
And this is all, mind you, this is not playing my janky decks. I played one deck that is mine, which is the warrior orc, essentially work. And ironically, that's the one I went 3-11, and that deck gave me 2 out of those 3 wins. Okay, so now we are seeing this is not a
Give no
Unrelenting Siege. This is a just Pilfer, and thank goodness we drew our kitty sitting on a throne Pilfer card at this particular point. Adventure now hoping to just survive to Red Year.
Nothing will stop Khajiit.
And I don't think you can do it.
Nothing will stop Khajiit.
Give no quarter.
This one can be counted upon. Nothing will
Not
stop
gonna be able to do
Khajiit.
it. These are the decks that really stink. Bobsledge, if you watch this, I mean, kudos. You know, and maybe you have had better experience with this, but this is not a consistent deck. I mean, to be able to draw Kitty on a Throne and that deck and be playing an opponent that doesn't have a guard or an answer for it, that's... And for you to have the removal that you needed on that key turn. I don't know. Hopefully, I mean, hey, I never hope that anybody does poorly. It feels bad to lose to these kind of decks because it requires a wonderful convergence of factors that you can't possibly be consistent with. But hey, maybe I'm wrong, and y'all can let me know. Maybe you play these decks all the time, and you're always able to go off with Thieves' Den, and what is this guy, the Master of Thieves? Just thieves. Hoping to maybe draw a drain there, but it really is not of consequence, unfortunately.
Trash is another's
A fine battle.
Yeah. So, well, I'll finish my diatribe in the next
Give
game.
no quarter.
This one can be counted upon. Nothing will stop Khajiit.
All right. Bobsledge
We
deciding to
must
take the low
protect
road.
The wellspring.
It is not good enough to cheese a victory like this. Has to fuzzle around a little bit more. Leave the cards alone and just hit the face, you goober. Seriously.
Give no quarter.
Adventure lightning bolts your face. Lightning bolts your face in defiance. Yes! Yes! Happily, we have come into another game at the very start of things with Todd Bringer 1, 2, 3 once again. And again, we do see him getting a nice rally off with this fellow here. Poor guy usually gets executed or dinged or something. He's going to have his work cut out for him, though. This is most assuredly a lethal ping. I mean, I hate to say it, but these decks typically, when your whole upfront strategy is typically ramping and things of that nature, the whole deal is get up to, 25 Magicka and then just do whatever the heck you want. So it can be rough. If as I learned, I've played what's it, Frequency. Oh, hang on. All right. Yeah, I played a Frequency Rising, and he had the Ebon Slay, and yeah, if you've got the crossbows and the I'm shifting lanes and I'm shooting you. If you got those,
I slay the unworthy.
there's so many lethal
I
creatures.
slay the
It's really virtually impossible to come back. I think I can see. Well, it was turn 7 for me. I think he'd already ramped up to 11 or 12 at that point. Dropped down the Night Talon Lord. I was like, oh, this game's over. He's pushing, though. He's pushing. The good news is he's got a Triumphant Jarl for next turn, so he'll be able to refill the hand.
Should have been more worthy.
More lethal creatures.
Should
What?
have been more worthy.
Interesting that he's playing that in the field lane. That is perplexing.
Should have been more worthy. Should have been more worthy.
I'm not saying it's wrong, just not necessarily what I expected. And hey! Oh, no. That was somebody else I played.
They will perish in flame.
That one I understood. And, yeah, I'm afraid we haven't seen enough crossbows, and what the heck is that called? The... Yeah, that works too. Oh, they've got more shenanigans. No?
Should have been more worthy.
Okay, I'm guessing they're charging up a bat or something. All right, he's going to get him down to 7 or less. All right, almost there. Almost there. Stay on target. Come on, Todd. Come on, Todd.
I bow to your...
He's got it! He was able to do it quickly enough. Well done, Todd. Okay, we're in a bit of a sticky situation here with Beast of Burden 86 coming in a little bit late in the game. I thought it was early when I saw what his health was, but then I saw what his opponent's health was. It's like, nope. Okay, we're definitely in this for a little bit here. I don't know. New Orleans, I do recognize the name already at rank 1. Look at that. In the Thief. Beast of Burden, though. He's at the lady. We are trying to get to the lady. Speaking of which, yeah, so, well, hang on. All right, plays a moose that does not generate value, so that's very helpful. He's going to be able to hit Orc Clan. Well, Orc Clan will kill them both. Which is good. It just won't do anything for Blood Crazed stage draw. There we go. Now you're getting the drain. Or the drain, the card draw. Alright. So looking to make a push. Not sure exactly what New Orleans I get. Well, okay, I was gonna say maybe it's a Crusader control, but he's got the weapons. It looks like Beast of Burden just got out to a pretty big leader. He established himself as the aggressor initially, and so put New Orleans kind of on the back foot. Although I don't know, we're seeing a lot of non-aggro cards here. That stuff in that one. Luckily, Earthbone Spinner has the answer for that. Which it's unfortunate though, because Imprisoned Deathlord would have been pretty sweet to play.
Fight with the fervor of the wild hunt.
But he could play Young Mammoth. He could also play Deathlord. He could have also played Barrowstalker, just to be clear.
A taste.
She's getting a lot of use. She's become ubiquitous in a lot of decks now. Just because, I mean, she's a good card. She's a good card. You hate to see her. All right, I remember this exact scenario. I was like, I'm trying to close it out, and it's like, oh my gosh, got the guards and the drain for days. So I feel the frustration. I mean, maybe there is none, but I'm feeling it. So it sucks because if you don't challenge the Shadow Lane, yeah, you don't want the 3/3 getting too much. Beast of Burden looking to close it out. If he's had anything like my luck, though, this is where the opponent digs their heels in and puts the kibosh on it. So yeah, this is, I mean, I guess this is a mid-range. I guess it's a mid-range. Nice! B said this is his silence and violence. Or maybe it's my silence and violence. Yeah, no, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. He's having my luck with it, though, unfortunately. I mean, all he needs is the drain. That's all he needs. Oh, not drain. Gosh darn it, silence. we're probably going to see Norland trade the Giant into the Death Lord
Preparations have been
just to avoid the possibility. Unless he wants to play fast and loose, you know, in which case... Thing is, he probably realizes correctly that he needs to be able to close this out in one turn, otherwise...
We'll never give ground.
Ah, jeez. Yeah, so I guess... Oh, you know what? I wonder if Norland is running the mono... No, never mind. It's not running 3-color. Gosh. My brain says things...
Orcs at the ready.
Alright, and yeah, to his credit, Beast of Burden is not giving up, which I can appreciate. Norland seems to be incredibly hesitant to break that rune. It's wanting to keep that.
So little to do.
Oh boy. Yeah, you know, this just goes to show sometimes perseverance pays off, and sometimes, yeah, I feel you, man. I feel you. All right, happily we timed right into the beginning of a Dano.NPO battle. Dano, as you can see, rocking the top 10 card, as he is a top 10 player, up against Wit Schultz. And with a little bit of an inverse in our last game, Dano is rank 1, or, you know, at the Thief. He is currently a Thief up against the Lady. This last game it was... It's crazy. You know, I was just talking with Beast of Burden. And it's like I have these great conversations with you guys, and then like halfway through somewhere in there, you're like, I apologize for, you know, for what I said, or me not being very clear. I don't speak English, and I'm like, you speak better English than I do. Like, you guys are gangbusters at English. I mean, particularly there's quite a few people, you know, that I know. Well, I wouldn't say that I hang out with. It's people that I've encountered, but fortunately, not too many people that I know. But there's plenty of people that just do not, born and raised here, that just don't speak English. That's a double. What's the sound of two hands clapping? The night mother will guide me. That's the sound of two black hands clapping. Context, folks. Context. Talking about Black Hand Messengers here. Altar of Despair. Boy, this is just the... This is the ugliest form of Telvanni that exists. This is the one that's been around since the dawn of time. Cavemen were scrawling Elder Scrolls onto the walls of their caves, and they were doing it with Altar Telvanni. And again, sorry folks, just if like I said, when I'm on a game, I do my best. It's hard, but I do my best to try to keep conversation out of the main window here. So I will catch up Beast of Burden and Todd and other folks that I've watched. I will catch up with you as soon as the game's over, but I want to focus on what Dano's got going. He has got a fight on his hands. Luckily, hey, he's been able to keep quite a few cards in his hand, which is fantastic. A lot of decks burn out. He actually has more cards than his control opponent, and he has a better deck presence as well. And now Wit Schultz. Oh boy, that's when things start getting ugly. The good news is, though, he's not the one redeeming factor for Dano. I mean, not for Dano, because he's been playing fine. But yes, the douche! Kapow! Take that, Altar. Doink! Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Sorry, I do apologize. I let my bias get in the way there. I know. Oh, and Garnag! Garnag's the bestest. So Dano's got all the tricks, all the weapons going here. So I do apologize, though. I don't want to be too gleeful, because I know a lot of you do love control. That's your jam. So I certainly do not want to, you know, it was the Bane when I was playing. That was the deck that I was up against, and just, oh, it was so frustrating, because it's really Amulet and Altar. You just put those down and heal and kill your own creatures and build your deck up. And I mean, it's another way to play. It's a legitimate way to play. I don't want to put that out there as anything wrong. It's nothing wrong with it. It's just there's wounds here, folks. There's wounds here from my games, and so I like to see a deck doing well, as Dano's is doing, with plenty of cards in hand. Going into the late game. So, I mean, this is definitely... And we see he's got 2, 3 prophecies in his hand. 4! Holy cow! That is almost a handful of prophecies. Aside from those Ice Storms, that is... He is nothing but prophecies. I think he gave me this deck. Like, he let me use it. It was a Prophecy Guildsworn, I believe. Oh, no, what, Saints! Saints also gave me a Prophecy Guildsworn. Interesting. Look at that. The poor Harpy is going to get her brains bashed in. It's like, you shackled, away with you now. And just like that, he has got Vitschultz down to 14. Oh, Starburst. Seeing that way... Well, I shouldn't say way too often, but we see it a lot more often than we used to. At this point, you almost have to expect it. It's a card that never got played, but never. At least before my latest sabbatical, when I came back, or maybe that was hiatus, whichever one is more appropriate. Silence Garnak, still able to do his damage, and Dano just needs to be able to push 3 more damage. The 3/6 is a good chance of having that happen. Survives Ice Storm. Survives Debilitate. Probably gonna... Yep. So...
What did you expect?
Maybe with Conscription, Vitschultz can survive. Maybe. And this is where Ice Storm would be. It feels like Conscription. It is not. Okay. And even if it pulls Conscription, it's not going to be enough. Is it going to go for Ice Storm? I think it's going to go for Ice Storm.
Formidable display.
Yep. That's what that 3/6. Like I said, she's ubiquitous. She's always there, and that's why, because she survives stuff like that.
I strike like the mortar tongue.
Cool Fire Balloon not going to be enough unless Vitschultz gets crazy lucky. Nope, he actually gets bitten in the face.
Nicely done.
Dano closes it out with the bolts to the face. Well done, sir. Well done. Holy cow, this game is going by fast. I wanted to get a conversation in. With some of the folks. When I see your comments, I'm filing them away. I'm like, okay, I need to respond. But I was like, okay, I'll get to Dano before too long. I guess this isn't too bad. Because it's only turn 5. I was seeing McGurk, who McGurk had at least 1 ramp. I'm guessing 2. And McGurk at rank 50. So already here we are, day 6. McGurk at number 50, but we saw him yesterday. I cannot remember his name at the moment. Begins with an A. I'm not going to look it up now. I don't want to ruin the board. But I can't remember. He was like, he came in Legend rank 30 on Legends, I think yesterday, playing an animal deck of all things, an animal assassin. All right, so Dano apparently is the Telvanni, Alter Telvanni Magnet. That is the most petite little guy I've ever seen. Oh no! Oh no! All right, so we haven't seen Adrian in a while. Adrian goes way back on the channel. I think he was within the first 3 or 4 people. There was like Leo Zorro and some others. Darian English, I believe. I know Mark, Mark's Just for Life. I know he was one of the first towards the beginning there. But Adrian was around towards the beginning as well. I haven't really seen him much. The last time I knew he was playing, he sent me a warrior deck, an orc warrior deck. It was like a 53 or 54 card warrior deck. A lot of orcs, but it wasn't like orc heavy. It just happened to have a lot of them in it. Had some reflected automatons. It did very well, actually. It was a lot of fun. I do have it saved on a spreadsheet that I have for the deck codes that I get that I'm not able to use at the moment. But the only downside I will say, well, not downside. Hey, you see it, I see it. It's the workshop there. So that's kind of what stopped me from being able to play those decks. I couldn't bring myself to do it. I played it one time. There is a video out there somewhere in there where I actually played a workshop deck and won, and it was the automaton swing. It was played it, hit for 20, healed for 20, and the game was over. And my opponent conceded. Ooh. It's hard. Like, Adrian, I'm pulling for you, brother, as a friend. At the same time, I can only mourn so much seeing a workshop go away. It's like, if you can win without it, do it. Now, to be fair, it looks like he is running a dragon deck, so having Alduin in there is a good call. And is right. All is right in the world, because Alduin, I think he was initially supposed to be an exclusive for dragon decks. You shouldn't be able to get a discount on him, a significant one.
The destruction mage is
But then Midnight Burial came along, and whoop, whoop, there goes that. So we are seeing, we got Tiny D on the board. We got the Reflective Automaton, Spine of Elders. Let me just list all the cards that you can easily see for yourself, and I correctly identify them as dragons because I have the big brain. Oh, so anyway, my experience, and this is not me. So I was talking with, excuse me, Beast of Burden and Adventure and Todd, and you know, we saw Todd playing that mono red, and he said, this huge losing streak, I could not win anything, so I just said, screw it, I'm gonna get down to basics and just go straight aggro, which is what happened to me. I played that orc, warrior orc deck, because I just kept, it was just...
The rightful ruler of old Tamriel has arrived.
See, I got her in premium off of something or other. And it's great, but it's just so hard to make work. So Legion 894. I think it's Legion? I feel like I know that. Yes! Oh, Nut Bunnies. I mean, the game's almost over here. Leechum's going to close it up. Leechum, hello! 894. Sorry if I didn't connect the dots. I recognized the name, but I thought it was because it was somebody I'd played. So we are seeing another one from my friends list. I realized it's too late to be able to show you the other half of it. It looks like Leechum's going to be able to close it out here in the next few turns. Has the word wall for Call of Dragon. If Leechum has an answer to that word wall, it is GG. It does not look like he does, though. Not yet. I don't know what in that color would do it.
Ancestors guide
I think Adrian's going to have to rely on Call Dragon and hope for... Oh, wow, he's getting him down to 1 with the ping to the face. Oh, he's got it. Good game, Leechum. Good game, Adrian. Wow. That went down pretty quick. All right, so we are going to take another look at Dano's new creation. He said this is his new deck. It is a movement deck with a twist. And so I am looking forward to it. I'm surprised, actually. We are seeing a top 10 player with a non-premium Doom Smuggler. Like, this card is almost like, it's almost a requisite. You have to premium this guy. Dano, you must premium this guy. I mean, this is such a block card, but you put the Northern Lights behind him and all the sparklies, and he looks fantastic. So make that happen. Hey Ross, as clan leader, you need to make sure that your players are playing nice premium copies of cards like that. It's not a good look, literally. Not a good look. So anyway, I want to see how he plays this. It's one thing to get a deck. It's another thing, especially if there's any kind of quirk or nuance to it, to be able to see how it actually does what it needs to do. So Dano is up against Real Disco 40, and he is just moving and shaking, and I have been on the other side of that, and boy, it is not a pleasant experience. And just like that, with a few cards, he is up to 11. And we know Dano's got Earthbone to push through that. He's going to be able to do 11 damage. Oh no! Well, okay. Real Disco optimistically thinking that he could coax a trade, or will be able to trade. Alright. Even better than Earthbone because it does get rid of that. Oh! That, I'm not sure if that's a first or second rune. I'm guessing it's a first rune prophecy. Oh, that's the worst kind. Wow. That stings. You gotta be watching there because Real Disco does have rallies going off on that, uncontested in that field lane. And those could really be a problem. Dano, though, again, being able to kind of sit on that Earthbone spinner, that's something that... Wow! Alright, we were finally able to join BodyBagBeezy. There's something crazy. I don't know if you guys noticed this on your friends list. I've had 3 guys, him, well, and 2 others, that showed they were in a match, and when as soon as I'd click on it to join the match, to spectate, it was like, this game is over. And then it would show them without not being in a match every single time. So I'd watch another game, I'd come out, they were battling, I click on the battle thing, they're not battling anymore. So I don't know what's going on with it, but this is the first time that BodyBag is actually available as per the game for reals, which is cool. So this is the second game in a row we've seen the... Is it Rift and Lawkeeper? Is that what this is called? Cool. The cool... See, you know, I mean, I gotta give Bethesda or the creators of Elder Scrolls credit. You got areas like Elsewhere. It's spelled quirkily, but it's Elsewhere. And then you got Cool Lawkeeper. I mean, come on. So BodyBag just hoping to close it out with his beefy Dagoth deck. Oh, and that lightning bolt is going to go a long way. Is he gonna? He's got to go face with it. I got to imagine, because he can't kill her off. Although I think he's calculating. He can do 7, 9, 13. Yeah, that's lethal. That's lethal with... Wait, no, it's not.
You took a wrong
That's 9 and 4. That's 13.
Should have been more worthy.
So he does not have lethal. That's actually okay. That's actually okay. I mean, obviously he would like the cards. Ah, Hatchery Meddler. Might come down just to make knock that 6-1 dead. Or 1-6 dead.
Speak, citizen.
Prophecies are killing him. I mean, he did get a prophecy. He did get a nice lightning bolt, which is fine. But boy, that sucks. Now he's either going to trade. I'm guessing he's going to go Candle Hearth and trade with the 2-1 to bring the 2-1 back, have the Candle Hearth on board, and save the Underworld Vigilante. Again, yet another card that does not benefit or does not take a hit from Hatchery Meddler, unfortunately. Hatchery Meddler's good. I know a lot of folks run it for it. It looks like he is going to do that. Boink. And she's going to be an assassin. Like Naru. Alright, so unfortunately Fox 7 Pro is going to get another drain off with the Oreo cookie.
Chimera, spirit of the sky,
Ooh.
guide us.
Oh boy.
Should have been more worthy.
Does he have it though? 4, 8, 11. He does! He does! With 1 rune to break. He does not. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1 off. But Giant Snake is going to be huge here. Giant Snake is going to save the day. That is a heck of a top deck. Which is fair because Underworld being one off of lethal. 2 turns in a row now, essentially. Let's see what Fox 7 Pro has. It's got to have some guards. Cannot play Dawn's Wrath. Could play Immolating Blast. Doesn't really help. Is just as likely to destroy his own guard. Oh, and he's got Tawaka. Never mind. Chewbacca's watching over this game. Chewbacca is preventing any high-cost action. I think removal would would cost 7, like the hard removal, which that's not. Fox needed to be able to hit with his Oreo cookie, and unfortunately, she is otherwise detained at the moment, and I think that is going to be a concession. Nicely done, Body Bag. We're checking in once again with BodyBagBeezy. For those of you wondering, I mean, there is a nice list of folks to choose from today, which is, it's an embarrassment of riches, really. But I'm doing it because I know he is on a similar journey to what I was on when I first started playing this again. I was at rank 9. For whatever reason, even though I'd been away from the game for several months, when I came back, I was not rank 12, I was rank 9. But anyway, I worked my way up from rank 9 and made that push for Legendary. And he's on a very similar journey, although his pacing is much better than mine. He is already rank 4, up from rank 9, 6 days into the season. This man is going to Legends, and I'm trying to get little bits and pieces of that journey because I know he's made a concerted effort. Usually, I mean, I would see him on there many times, and, you know, he just play casual. He just play casual. He's like, I just don't want the headache, I don't want the hassle, I don't want the stress. But all he had to do was make that decision. You know what? I'm gonna make my push. I'm gonna go for it. And bam, it's happening for him. So I'm thrilled to see it. Very excited. I want to see how high he can go. But at this rate, next time I watch, you know, another game, the next time, you know, I guess would that be Wednesday? No, this is coming out Wednesday. Watch him Friday. He'll be a rank 2 for crying out loud, a rank 1. And here I am, still sitting at rank 5. Speaking of which, yes, the travesty. So just to encapsulate, so that you have a very tangible understanding of how those games have gone for me when I went 3-11 and with a total of over 25 games still in the snake's butt. On my board, 3 2-drops because, you know, I put a lot of 2-drops in so that I have them, but they come up in the late game. So we're talking turn 13 or 14 right now. I've been fighting with a tried and true deck, Joe Knows Dragons, which, you know, if anybody watched, was able to get a ton of wins with it a few seasons ago. Anyway, so I've got some. So yeah, I guess I didn't build that. I didn't choose that, but a bunch of 2-drops, right? Three 2-drops, I believe. And my opponent, and in my hand, oh no. So okay. So anyway, yes, on my board, 3 2-drops. On my opponent's board, an Iron Atronach. In my hand, 3 piercing javelins. Iron Atronach, 3 piercing javelins, and in his hand, Squish the Wimpy. That's the kind of nonsense that I've been up against this entire beginning of the season. And look, I've been down on the mouth before about how my luck is gone. And C-City was there when I was really struggling, really fighting my way up, and he was pointing out, hey, you did make a misplay there. That might have turned the game around. You know, was very nice about it, but was definitely saying there were some misplays. You didn't play a flawless game and, you know, completely get, you know, screwed by the thing. Ah, Chewbacca really costing New Orleans. Oh, this is New Orleans. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we're seeing Body Bag up against somebody who had bested one of our chums not too terribly long ago. Oh, who did he shut out? He shut out, oh yeah, it was, not bunnies. Beast of Burden, was it? Playing my Silence and Violence deck. And it was New Orleans running this kind of, does he have? He has exact... Oh, he doesn't want to play Corner Club because he'd have to get rid of it, Wonderworld Vigilante. So we knew New Orleans can guard up. We know that is a thing. And Body Bag just has to hope he can... He doesn't get a...
Speak, citizen.
That's... Okay, it's going to come too late this time.
All that is needed.
Oh, no! Oh! Wow. Body Bag's going to have to throw the Underworld Vigilante over there. And probably play... Oh, he can't play the Corner Club, too. Oh, that is rough.
Nowhere they can hide.
Norland living that charmed life. where you got the right cards at the right time. Now, granted, he has a lot of cards. So certainly a lot of opportunities. And logic says, hey, I've seen a lot of charges. We should probably guard up. So it's not that there's not thought going into it. It's just I have lots of great thoughts a lot of the time, and I just don't have any way to do anything with them. Like, it'd be nice if I had a guard here. It'd be nice if I had a drain here, but I don't. So, I mean, the one thing BodyBag has going for him is that he has a lot of charges, so he will be able to close this out. Well done, sir. It was a close call. BodyBag, right here, game, right here. Buddy, hey, there you go, Whew. Able to close it out.
Can be counted upon.
Okay, must have done something right, because I am now able to start queuing into game. Well, I shouldn't say I should be able. Alright, happily I'm able to check out Leecham894, getting his perspective on the board, and we're getting it early enough in the game that it actually we can actually play and watch. Looks like he's running. Well, we know from his last game.
Nothing will stop Khajiit.
I do love a good fight.
And we know that Ice Storm is going to be beastly. Beastly. I don't think we'll necessarily hear it.
This day
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't think we'll see it on this particular play. I was thinking it before I said it. I called it. And boy, yeah, with sitting on these, well, I guess fingers is not an area of effect. I wonder if he'll give it another turn, because he has time to burn. He has health to burn here. So I do wonder if he'll just do Mage's Guild and pull out the Ice Storm next turn, or if he's going to try to get that 4 drain. He's going to try to get the 4 drain there. Black. Okay, I thought he might take out Black Hand Messenger. You just never know. Black Hand, boy, you leave him on the board. Sometimes, like when I play with him and I got nothing to arm him with, he just sits there doing nothing. But you know, if your opponent can fill the lane, or if they can put a sword on him or something, he can suddenly become a big thorn in your side. So yeah, when a Black Hand holds is holding a sword, or when the Black Hand has opposable thumbs, it can be a problem. Alright, so yeah, Leecham is going to be able to just do a nice job of cleaning the board. The only downside is he's doing it a turn too late to be able to take away the value of the 3/2. His card draw. But does get to draw a card in turn. And we'll see what Sained or Sained. Oof. Late game draw. Always nice. Aren, perhaps? Or is he going to go Mage's Guild? Well, Shimmering wouldn't do any good here. But hey, I definitely wanted to show this game. Granted, I didn't know he was running like the Mage's Guild Retreat, but you know, it's a Dominion deck, so you don't see a whole lot of that, and it's running a lot of actions, and it's a new deck. It's a fresh deck.
Many important things on my mind.
And Sane just going for all the zap. All the zap. He's really looking to close it down. So Piercing Javelin is a good call. Maybe, yeah, no, it sucks. Just doesn't have the Magicka here, because Aren would be ideal to play. She could probably stick. Putting up a good fight there, and oh, wrong lane, sir. Well, maybe. Well, he was going to take 3 no matter what, whether he stopped the Kinsman or whether the Kinsman just hits his face. He was going to get some of that anyway, match for me, he really needs that Navigator to bring him. Okay, I was about to say, interesting why he would play directly opposed there, but boy, Sane just has all the reach right now. And I don't...
The rightful ruler of Old Tamriel has arrived.
Ice Storm is okay here, but
Our foes will have nightmares about me.
I think Sane has just enough right now. Has exact lethal.
Honor and praise.
Yep. Exact lethal, barring a prophecy, which actually he can skip. Never mind. Good game, Leecham. Good game. I'll see if I can queue into another one of his games and to be able to see. Yep. As I said, we are rejoining Leecham 894, and thankfully, still playing.
We only want
That's the thing I find, whether it's because of... Oh, look at that! Look at that! He's just running all the stuffs that you don't ever see. Thalmor Embassy. I'm glad we're seeing this. I just get excited seeing, seeing cards that don't get often played, even though I'm also one who does not play them. I tried to make them work, but I could never.
I will cut your purse.
And you know what? Those would have been amazing for him last game. Well, no, never mind. I don't think he got hit by any actions at all. In theory, I'm sure Sane had, was running lightning bolts and everything, but I think all of the damage that was done just by blows to the face. And a little BMing at the end, which was nice. Oh, come on! Let it live! Let the Thalmors do their thing, man. That's not cool. That's what you get, Shadowfen. That's what you get. A lightning bolt to the face.
Always courtesy first.
Alright, so Darasoltaire at least doesn't seem to be necessarily playing the Altar Telvanni.
There are limits to good manners.
Oh, interesting. Okay. I was going over with BodyBag about New Orleans. Because I remember him from other videos, but BodyBag, and I thought he was running the same Crusader deal. Oh, yes, the old... It's like, when there's like a rug and you can tell where the traffic is, where people have walked the most, because it's just like there's a certain part of it that's just like threadbare. Cat's Paw, and in a 3-color deck, the amount of times that we see Cat's Paw and Cruel Fire Bloom combo, it's asinine. Like, they should never be joined that often in a 3-color deck. But it's like the amount of time that they are not drawn is crazy. Like, they're always together. They just pal around. She's like, "Oh, here's my Cruel Fire Bloom that I keep in my pocket." Okay, that was dumb. I don't know why I went there. Anyway. So Dare Solitaire, a very debonair Monacaire, has just... Okay, it makes the move, makes the push, feels is not kind of doing the, more or less, the attrition route, and is going to pay the price for that. Although, to be fair, if you run Cat's Paw, or not Cat's Paw. All about the removal. Obviously, if you're Discerning Thief, if you're running Discerning Thief, you're not traditional control because you are playing a card that requires you to hit face to activate her ability. Boy, oh boy. He's got... Oh no, I was going to say, he's in a good place now. And the truth is, unfortunately, he is probably...
There are limits to good manners.
Most assuredly dead next turn. An Ice Storm would have been so clutch. Man.
Battle awaits.
Okay, okay. I mean, he's still alive. That is impressive. He just has to hope the Dare Solitaire does not have 1 point of damage. And hey, here's the good thing. He's probably got Incarno. I was gonna say he can't use Lightning Bolt. He is undamageable. So it'd have to be Incarno.
Try something.
Or Razzle Madazzle Madazzle Madazzle. Ah, sorry, Leecham. Sorry. Ah. Taking another gander at a City game. And no, I don't think this is. It is the Treasure Hunter. That's his title, and these are the colors that we saw in his treasure hunting deck that people enjoyed so much. But this is, I think, his newest concoction, which involves Renegade Magister and actions doing some insane thing. Oh yes, he gave me the list actually, and I called it Action Satisfaction because I'm clever as heck. Frequency Rising gave me an Ebonheart deck, and I told him, I said, hey, because he had a great showing with it, did very well in a game we played, a skirmish, and but it drew I think like 2 crossbows and 1 or 2 whatever the 3 costs ping what is it called.
Let's put
and I was like, I never draw those cards. Like I play the Ebon deck, and I'll have all the lethal guys. I'll have all the cool stuffs, but I don't draw them. I don't draw the pings that I need until far too late in the game for it to matter. It's like you have to believe in the force and in the heart of the cards. Oh, that's it. Oh yeah, that's Archer's Gambit. Alrighty, so City. But I'm just gonna say it right now. When the place that you're at with the game is that you are sitting on 3.
This one sees
and I drew them. It wasn't like I had them in my deck the whole time. I drew 3 javelins back to back to back. So when that's your kind of luck, when that's the kind of game that you're having against an Iron Atronach that is immune to actions, it doesn't matter what deck you're running. It does none of that matters. You are just going to get wrecked. So we're seeing a great game here. I need to stop flapping my gums about my woes. Wizard. Oh, Wizard. A fellow AAA. And he's gonna just. As soon as I realize it, he's going down. Good game, Wizard. Good game, City. Trying to get in a smattering of games because, like I said, right now, so many people playing. I was going to go into another City game, but I knew that because I was going into it like a minute and a half in, he probably had finished the game already. So I saw Carbon 77 playing and said, hey, let me go ahead and jump on this. And then City just says he's going to lose the one that he's playing right now.
You're in need of my wisdom.
But like I said, I definitely want to get a smattering there, and boy howdy, I just said that, boy howdy. That was a great pick, or great keywords from the mage. Good to see her here. The alt art is nice because it's shiny, but they make her like this haggy looking thing. She's really kind of creepy looking. So I actually thought about trying to craft premiums, but I don't. The RNG just. I'm like, I don't use it enough. I don't go for it enough or use keywords enough. But I'm happy to see it here instead of the other one. Oh, okay, it was not Alduin. So hey, Zetamit?
It has been my honor.
Well played, and
It has been an engaging hunt.
good stuff. Good stuff. I want to take a look at City's bounce back game. We just saw. Well, you didn't see. I probably won't include it because it literally, he gave me a heads up when I was watching Carbon 77's game, said I'm going to lose this one, and in fact he did.
Do your worst.
It was when I queued into it moments later. He had a formidable board against him. But usually, I joked with C-City. A lot of times he'll say, "I'm about to lose this one." It's usually he's just had a rough turn. He had a turn that was not optimal. Okay, second. Oh, it's Halalu. Okay, so he's playing Halulu. Somehow I missed the transition there from the action-oriented deck to Halulu. But hey, it's Slay Halulu! We're getting Slay Halulu for the first time in a long time. Obviously, I've played it before, but you know how that goes. And hey, Legovs is playing an uncommon deck there, but holy cow, look at how many steel daggers he has. He's going to be able to hit for like 3,000 points. Because his goes up, so essentially each steel dagger is worth 2. And that steel sword is worth 4, because he gets 1+1 every time. So right now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, he can ring them all out and hit for a ton.
By diagonal spread.
Decided to take it slower.
Just give me an A.
Doesn't want to give C-City too many cards too fast. Although, okay, we do know, and which is wise, because as we can see, C-City is sitting on a curse and a finish off. So the Govs, whatever he invests in that one, oh, he decides to make it a moving target. I do enjoy seeing that. I mean, I like, well, obviously not from C-City's perspective, especially since he's just now. This is like he's just starting with the deck. Which, speaking of which, I think we're going to see Pomerot.
Grievous error.
I'm not sure what he meant by that, but oh, because he knows he has a curse, and so he can get the contract with her. Maybe that's what he's referring to. And he is correct. He is correct. So will we see Pomerot Renegade? Or Ashlander Punisher? Or neither? Ashlander.
Protect the Ashcon.
I'm going to try not to go too late today just because it reduces the amount of edit time on the back end, and I don't know that it's necessarily helpful to have like 2-hour games. You all can let me know. Nobody's complained, to be fair. Oh, First Rune Prophecy. That is uncomfy. Is going to allow a trade there. Unless Sheer Point comes down. And that's why, when you can, it's ideal to attack. Unless you need to equip something or whatever, to attack first. Okay. And he's going to curse it. He wants to get rid of it because he doesn't want that to get guard. C-City, why are you making me look stupid? It's not hard, Jesse. I thought he was doing that to avoid it getting guard, because all he could do is throw a dagger on it, and now it's a pain in the butt. But
You'll burn.
let's see. Hits for 11. That gets him down to 11. Gets his Ashlander up to 7. Yeah, so he can't Swift Strike his way into a victory this turn.
Swift as the desert wind.
Looks like Legovs is going for the draw. It'll be interesting to see. I don't think City's going to use Swift Strike here. That's a finishing move, and he can't finish it at this point, especially now. I swear, if it's the Oreo cookie, it is not the Oreo cookie. Okay. Although maybe well, I was going to say just to buff him up a little bit more, but I'm guessing that and then Pomerot Renegade in the Shadow Lane, but that's a bit risky because you know Legovs is going to buff this guy up. Dragon Star Rider, he's going to get a bunch of stuff. I don't know, he may be even running a combo that might be able to go off. I haven't seen it enough. But he is definitely, with that Swift Strike, threatening lethal.
For the Emperor.
Okay. Yoinks the keywords. Oh, excuse me. This is not a reflection on the game. That's just a reflection on, apparently, my current state of...
I'll send them.
Alright, so unfortunately he's able to adios the only breakthrough
I've got to get out of here. I don't want
see what he had on the board. He can hit for 5. Which is cool, it only breaks 1 rune.
The Black Hand sees all.
If I fall, the East will reclaim.
If he so chose. But I knew that he would not choose that. I was just putting that out there to let you know, in case you were having a hard time keeping up with the math. But that is, in fact, what would happen. Alright, so without getting a slay, he goes down, and now Sea City is... Okay, Mournhold is a welcome addition here. Finally a card with a little bit of teeth. And choosing not to risk the rune break with those little one-offs. So Unglum...
Let's put things to use.
And the Fighters Guild recruit meeting an ignoble demise, having done virtually nothing. And oh no! Things have taken a decidedly turn for the worse. A decided turn for the worse. Elena is, I mean, in terms of keeping the goes from being able to push. Ah, and Unglum unexpectedly does get a kill. In his dying swing, he is able to redeem himself. And with any luck and knowing this game, the assassins will show up in the next turn or two. Okay. Lego's really putting up a stalwart fight here. Oh! Whew. You know, I see the fork going off a lot more often than you would expect. That's supposed to be a hard thing to pull off, but it isn't. Anasi. All right, so here's the thing. Do you? Okay. All right. He chooses to hold on to it. And this is learning moments. My tendency would have been to go, okay, take it, but he would have taken guard, and he knows that they've got weaponry in their hands, so he would have just lost Anasi. I wonder if he's hoping instead to get. Well, you don't really. I mean, you might have. There's an outside chance. That's a hard one to play because that's giving your opponent the guard. You're trying to close that, but then Anasi comes in and says, "Nope."
This is the secret to success, yes.
So she will die at the hand of this fellow here, who's going to get breakthrough, and will become quite beefy. He'll become a 6, 7, 8. 8-2, 8-3, 8-2.
Ah, it's too late to run.
And we know unless Legos has a guard or removal for Naryu, Naryu is going to get the job done. If she can't, Sea City is probably done for. And that's going to do it. Oh, man. Oh, boy. I have to go back and look how long they were sitting on that mace for, but that is... That's it. 2, 4, yeah. Playing out his hand, but unfortunately... you hate to see a Slay deck go down like that, especially so close to the end. But Legos played well, and is going to finish it off cleanly, it looks like. Just kidding. I have to equip all the swords. It looks like Control is the deck of the day. Leecham has abandoned the
I didn't come here.
the Mages Guild approach and is now running an Archer deck. Not really sure what kind it is. I mean, Back Alley Footpad would make me think something like Market, but you see Swift Strike and Bone Bow, and boy, he's got all kinds of weaponry here, but really not much of a body to put on. A timely silence there. Is he going to push damage or remove something? I'm guessing he's going to push damage. Yeah, unless Killer Kuhn is well. If he was running Altar, there are more than enough cards on there for him to use Altar fodder, as it were. Altar fodder. Forgive me, Father, I have sinned.
Gone!
They are in fact gone. There's the old blue fire bloom. I call it the annoying fire bloom. Don't do it. Don't do it, Killer Q, and do not do it. Come on. Okay, okay. The classic target. But it's not Alduin. It's not Alduin. I mean, oh gosh. Did I give you my raucous applause too early? No, but it's looking pretty dire here. Pretty dire. Now, Leecham does have Drive Mad, which will take care of either of those, obviously, Parthenax or Giant Bat. I'm guessing we'll see Giant Bat first.
I will keep TESL's people alive.
See, now that's one of the times. This is definitely one of those times where a supplication or imploring the deity is actually helpful because, oh boy, it's just had a really crummy draw. So, crap. I was gonna say Shadowing so we could shift it over, but he's... Interesting to see if he uses Drive Mat. He does. Alright, so he does still have 2 turns until Parthenax comes down. Trying to find something. Slinking Jackal. Not the worst. I'm not sure what Leecham's late game looks like.
The Night Mother will guide us.
But that's what the Black Hand looks like. And I think we're going to see a concession here from Leecham. Has proven to be more stalwart than I am, and I applaud that. I would never fault anybody for not conceding, but I also would not be surprised to see it just because. I just, yeah, Parthenax is a fatiguing character to play against. See a Shadow Shift, possibly. Gloom Lurker, yeah, these are probably not. I'm guessing he's got Razzmadazm and possibly Tazcad, so these aren't the cards he necessarily wants to see right now.
Must I do everything myself?
Cool Fire Bloom? Or is he just going to squish her? Like, seriously, when I was building, there was a Telvanni, I was thinking about building a Telvanni deck myself, and I could not bring myself to put her in the deck, even though she's really the only three color in that. I mean, I guess, what is it, swims in swimming pools? Sun and Shadow. Even though Sun and Shadow, I think Sun and Shadow is what I went with. Could not do the Cat's Paw, just because I just get so tired of her. She's like, it's kind of like the Sanctuary Pet. Sanctuary Pet is fine. Oh, Bog Lurcher with Swift Strike, oh my goodness gracious. Oh, wait, Leecham, I think you were the one. I recognize this deck. I think, of course, Killer has the answer, but I did not. But I think Leecham got to Legendary with this deck, and that's really what it is. It's you get the Bog Lurcher down there, and you see it. You Swift Strike it a few times, and bada bing. Oh, he's probably gonna give him a Shield Breaker. There you go. Have a Shield Breaker for the guards that I'm not playing, but I think he's, let's see, 12, 16, 19, 22, 23. Exact lethal. Does not seem to be interested in doing that, though. Yeah, Leecham says, play with yourself another time. I had just finished the timeline and started the render when C-City hit me up and said, hey, I saw this really cool play in casual that I'd like to see if we can get into the video. I said, sure, you caught me right at the right time. So here we have it. This is Fluffy Fries 99, not a K-Fluffy alternate account. This is actually a different player altogether. Apparently he's only been with us in the game for about 6 months or so. So amazing growth and development there. I don't even know. I can't even follow really what's going on, to be honest with you, let alone have navigated this. The only really thing to know is that the way he has built this deck, it is guaranteed on turn when the altar's at 5, it's automatically always going to pull Necrom Mastermind. So that is a setup, and here we go in 3, 2, 1, roll it. We don't have audio on this because City did not, actually doesn't play with the audio, so he doesn't have anything. So I'm probably there's probably a bit of music here to give you something other than the sound of my voice. So obviously Necrom triggered off. Oh, I can't click on him, but the dude with the bloaty ball there, when you kill him or trigger his death effect there, his last gasp, it brings a whole bunch of actions back. So all these actions are spilling back into Fluffy Fry's hands here. And we're seeing tinkering. He's trying to get those last 10 points of damage in. And again, as this is in casual, there is no timer. If there was, this would be a much more complicated situation. But Tusk Shadow's being a good sport through this, just watching the chaos and the mayhem. Hero raiding party. So these are, well, I'm not sure where Lord Firebrands would have come from. I'm guessing a random pull. I'm like I said, folks, I'm barely following this myself. I'm just amazed and in awe at what the shenanigans. Oh, the shenanigans. Obviously, at this point, we do see that Fluffy Fries has the answer, but just how maniacal will he go? There it is. Holy cow, like I said, and as you could probably tell by the way I was talking, I had no clue what was going on there, but an impressive turn, 1 minute and 50 seconds of shenanigans. City, thank you so much for sending it my way, and hopefully you all can appreciate it for the mastermind masterpiece that it was. All right. And now back to our regularly scheduled program. All right, sweet. This will be the last game of today, I do believe, since we only got, I think, the tail end of Carbon 77's first game. We are going to see him at work with his Dagoth deck against Nomis 31. Running Dominion. Rank 2, so both players getting very close to legendary status already in this first half of the month. By the way, I don't know if you saw it or if I talked about it, if it happened, but I want to let you know, BodyBagBeezy already rank 3. I joked about it before, but I'm totally serious. Yeah, he's already at rank 3. So yeah, he'll probably be at rank 1 by the next time I see him. And kudos to him. Well done, sir. My goodness gracious. I wish I could just decide to turn it on and do that, but I seem to lack whatever it takes to be regularly successful.
Listening to me, you better be.
Could see Corner Club coming down, discarding the dagger.
Care to make a friendly wager?
Yes, indeed. And hopefully is not going to eat a lightning bolt or a... What's the 3 cost?
Now,
Channeled Storm?
where was I?
Nope.
Oh,
Alright.
Yes.
She will live to fight another day. Although Nomis now has a ton of free draw in the deck. That's probably one of the better cards you get. Carbon himself gets Channeled 77. Carbon 77 gets Channeled Storm. My goodness gracious. So if he hits twice, that makes Channeled Storm 5. That's still not enough for Thorana. And not even with Blackhand Messenger. Fingers of the Mountain is still not adequate. But Channeled Storm cannot discount it enough. So yeah, Thorana's going to stay on the board. There's no two ways about it. She is not leaving the board. And Carbon 77 has to contemplate how to approach this devilish but cool and premium. Like I said, there's no way Thorana is going to survive this turn. Carbon's going to find a way to eliminate her. and is now going to move on.
Our foes will have nightmares about me.
And you know, we are seeing, I mean, again, Nomus running cards that you don't see a whole lot of. Black Hand is going to finish off that fellow, though. I think it's what, every time you do damage to your opponent, you get your magicka back. You know, you get one magicka. Yeah, so it's a great card. I haven't seen it played. I think it's just because of how costly it is, like how high the stats are. So kudos to Nomus 31 for showing us some cards we don't get to see normally. Black Hand Messenger holding a dagger, not just a letter opener, not just a letter personer thing. This trick. Nomus just able to keep the cards in his hand. Oh no, you dropped it, Nomus. But the douche is going to punish the insolence. The douche.
We must protect our strong.
Protect the stronghold. Thunk. Bye-bye, Market. Goodbye. Goodbye, Market. Sorry, Nomus, you were on a roll there. Market is not one of those cards we have not seen often. We see it all too often. It is good to see it gone.
Our foes will have nightmares.
And hopefully with this being a 3-colored deck, we won't necessarily see it anytime again soon. So Carbon might just burn one of the Fingers of the Mountain. There's really no great summon. Maybe, yeah, I was going to say maybe Baron of Tyr, but he's going to probably want to hold on to that, because as long as the douche is on board, if Nomus plays another Market, he'll be able to Abner Tharn and get rid of it. But worst case, as he starts making his push, he can use it to double up on Baron and add that extra bit of damage. So we do see him burn Fingers, which is cool. Not that burning Fingers is cool, but burning that card. Ah, debilitate. Debilitate. Okay. Hey, she's got a body there, and oh, I think Carbon's. This is must be his mono blue. I'm slow to the. No, he's not, because he's running the douche. My God! So I thought I was slow, but I wasn't. But then I became slow by thinking I was slow. Yeah. So I thought this was his mono blue, because I'm just seeing a ton of blue. And in a 3-color deck, you see your ally trigger when she whiffed for me like 16 times with 75% chance to hit. Maybe the douche is the only non-blue he's running, but that obviously is not part of the tri-mono challenge that K Fluffy and A Ross and others are running. Looks like Channeled Storm and Fingers of the Mountain are going to clean up that board. Maybe not even that much. So Channeled Storm could go 1, 2, 3. Could get rid of the old guy, the shiny guy, well, the middle guy, and then the person who is in need of an identity. Just give me a name, she says. Your name's Dead Meat. Like from the Hot Shots movie. But all my friends call me Dead Meat. What could possibly go wrong? Sorry, I should probably stop quoting stuff that you have no idea what it is. Hot Shots, the movies, check them out. Hot Shots 1 and 2, a lot of fun. So that discounts his Fingers. 2 and 3. Is he going to break it? He is breaking that. And he is making this final push. Another debilitate would be fittingly debilitating. What else could Nomus play to Emulating Blast? I wouldn't doubt he's running that. But I don't know that we'll see it here. The way he's hesitating and pulling back. I don't think that's what he's got. He's looking for a target for something. What do you have, Noah's? What is it, boy? Oh, no, no, don't let it go down this way. Do not let it go down this way. That's why he wanted Thorana with the Spoils of War. Can you imagine 0-cost Spoils of War? Like right off the jump, just getting those out of hand. Don't do it. Oh, don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, this is an embarrassment of the game. An embarrassment on the game. But the douche is still there, so Abner is going to come down, I think. Oh, no, wait. Can he just... He can't finish it off with Tazcad. So I think Abner's going to come down to get rid of that market.
I will not be on the wrong side of this.
Left the douche alive. Only one market left. And Carbon with a nice shiny Tazcad in the wings. Unless Nomus has that other market. I believe Carbon is going to pull this one out. Thanks to the douche, standing steadfast despite being down at 1 health. He says, no, I must protect my stronghold. So Nomus going to get some of that magicka back. Spoils of War, no doubt looking for that market. Still looking for the market. Save me, market! Save me, he cries. Will the douche be triumphant? It's okay, just needs to keep the Aldmer, what is she called? Altmer Flame Singer. Just needs her to stay alive, get her 1 point of damage in, and it is game over! Well done, Carbon, well done. Take it home, Taz Daddy.
Kashyyyk is done for.
Yes, indeed. Shut down the market. And that'll do it for today. Thank you so much for watching. To all of you who have played, thank you so much for putting your decks and your skill on display. And until next time, keep playing.